All right, what is going on, guys? Taylor Jones Official here. In this video, I'm going to be sharing and speaking to people that are still drinking tap water. So if you guys have a reverse osmosis filter or any of those good things, you don't really need to watch this video unless you're trying to educate yourself on the reasons why you shouldn't be drinking tap water. If you have a Brita filter, that is still tap water. Okay? Now, I also understand by making this video, I am in the minority. I understand that. A recent study on sometime in the past decade, 73% of Americans believe that fluoride in our drinking water is a good thing for public health. I disagree with that. I understand that I'm part of the minority, and I hope that I will be able to convince you guys today why you should also believe me and filter your water and not trust the tap water. And I'm also going to be going over several solutions that you can literally get on Amazon or the internet today to start filtering your water and right away so that your health is better, you detox from heavy metals, your brain works, and you just feel better, okay? This is also, I'll give you a brief backstory on how I found out about this, and then I'll jump right into the facts for you guys today. Okay, so stick around to the end of this video, because again, if you're still drinking tap water, you're poisoning yourself, and you need to understand that there are solutions for you to be able to filter your water effectively. Okay, now again, I understand that I'm part of the minority, but also a majority of people believe that was a good idea 2 years ago. And I'm not even going to say the word so YouTube doesn't get mad at me, but you get it. And I'm also on the minority of that, and that's okay. But I stand and I believe in truth and health, and I feel that we all deserve to know the reality of what's going on. Okay. Now, there's so many really, really good articles. If you guys just spend 15 minutes researching this, I promise you, you will come up with some really disturbing information that will make you think twice about your tap water consumption, okay? So, brief backstory. Back in like 2018, I believe, I came across an article about fluoride in our drinking water, and it blew my mind. And then I started going back to my childhood, because I got, I think, 12 cavities in 2 years when I was like 12 or 13. The dentist put me on an extra dense fluoride toothpaste and gave me extra fluoride treatments in order to stop the cavities. That was at about 7 cavities. I continued to get another 7 cavities over the course of the next year. And it blew my mind. And it honestly propelled me into my teenage years, 15, 16 years old, to start figuring out why the heck are my teeth so unhealthy. And the reality is I was actually just drinking so much sugary drinks, which was really causing my cavities. Now, does fluoride help prevent cavities? Maybe. I'm skeptical. I don't think so. I personally had fluoride-free toothpaste and avoided fluoride in my dentistry over the past 5 years, and I have no cavities. I have my wisdom teeth. I have great teeth health. Maybe they're a little stained from all the coffee, but I have no problems whatsoever. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in now to some of the disturbing facts that if you guys just really look this stuff up, you'll be absolutely mind blown. Okay, in 2020, 73% of the tap water in the United States has fluoride in it. That's a majority. It's also very closely related. 76% of Americans believe that tap water is good. I don't think so. Now, these are a list of, I'm just going to spew some facts at you guys, and you guys can make your own opinion. I'm not going to tell you what to believe. This is a list of countries. I don't quote me on this. I'm not sure if they have banned these per se, but they do not fluoridate their water at all. It's not allowed. Okay. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, and Switzerland all don't do this. Why do we then? I don't know. Okay, now there's 2 more facts that I want to break down and then make an argument and explain to you guys why this is not good. Okay, fluoride is actually a heavy metal, and there's actually plenty of other heavy metals that are in your drinking water that the EPA actually allows to be there as a certain percentage of parts per billion. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, this is a list of all of the heavy metals that are allowed in drinking water, tap water. There's a list of this. Arsenic, barium, I'm not going to say these pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce these correctly. Beryllium, cadmium, calcium, chromium, copper, iron, lead, magnesium, manganese, silver, potassium, selenium, a list goes on. I don't know if you guys know how your brain works, but it's a very sensitive little organism up here. And it's when you expose yourself to heavy metals, it takes a lot of work to get them out of your system. So even if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, well, it's a safe amount. There's no safe amount of heavy metals that I want in my drinking water. I don't know about you guys. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because when I first saw one of these videos about the truth about fluoride back in, whatever it was, 2017, 2018, the heavy metals of fluoride, when it actually gets into your brain, it actually calcifies your pineal gland, which is a small little gland in the middle of your brain that's actually in charge of the release of a lot of hormones and that balance your body. It releases DMT in very small amounts for to experience spiritual experiences, such as to feel God and all of these things. And when your pineal gland is calcified, it doesn't work correctly, and it's really, really, really disturbing to me that a majority of Americans actually think that they can trust their tap water. It really is. Okay, so also the fluoride that they put into your water, it's not even like it's this high-grade pharmaceutical fluoride that they get from a lab that's like very pure, and it's like, okay, we have this beautiful tap water, and now we're going to inject some high-grade, very sterilized fluoride as medicine. No. It's literally an industrial byproduct from factories. I believe it's fertilizer factories. And again, don't quote me on this stuff. Go look this up yourself, guys, because I'm not an expert. I honestly have probably done less than an hour of total research on this whole topic. So go look this stuff up yourself. Don't take my word for it. But it's literally an industrial byproduct that these fertilizer factories just want to get rid of, and they don't know what to do with it. So they send it off to the water municipalities in your local area and throw it in your water as mass medication to make your teeth stronger. Bullshit. It's literally toxic. Okay, so this is all the facts that are really concerning to me, and I've always provided a really good argument for me to filter your water. Brita filters do not count. So let's go ahead and jump right into some solutions, and then I'll take you guys over to the kitchen and I can show you what some of these look like, what I use every day, and what's worked really, really well for my family. Oh, I have a family now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so solution number one. Now, this is really disturbing too. The EPA just considered silver as a pesticide. So there's a really popular filter, and I'll turn the camera around. It's called a berkey water filter, and it's right over here. Cam over to that for you guys. We got that in our kitchen right there. It's a berkey water filter, and it's a gravity-fed type thing. And these are supposedly some of the best filters out there right now. And they get rid of, I believe it's 97% of fluoride. Their website is not even selling them right now because of the new regulation that just came out by the EPA. So I just got this one because I want one. I'm going to load up on like 10 filters in case of an emergency, but that's not our first go-to. But those are really great filters. They're gravity fed, so you just fill up the top. It's a 2.5 gallon, and it filters out. I haven't tasted this yet, but I have high hopes. I think it's going to be really good. So that's his number one, is a berkey. That's B-E-R-K, I think it's E-Y, but I don't really know. Berkey water filter. I think you can get those on Amazon still, but who knows if they'll be available, if you're watching this video a year from now. Now, the second best option is, I believe the first best option is reverse osmosis water. Okay, this is a type osmosis. This is a type of filtration method that gets out almost all the fluoride, all of the heavy metals, all of the pharmaceuticals that people flush down their toilets that go back into the water. It gets rid of almost everything. And the most amazing part about this, if you guys have never had reverse osmosis water, like your Primo water at the Walmart or local grocery store, Primo water, that big thing in your grocery store, they use reverse osmosis. The only thing about that is we don't know how good of a job they do at changing out filters, right? So, but typically, I mean, when it comes to just taste, right, I notice a dramatic difference. If I actually have done this with a friend, shout out Avery, he didn't believe me when I told him I can tell the exact difference between tap water and reverse osmosis water. And he took 2 glasses and I had my eyes closed, and he's like, okay, try each one and try to guess. And I guessed it right 3 times in a row, okay? You will absolutely taste the difference by reverse osmosis. So let me guys give you, now, the best option that I am using and that I think is an under sink on Amazon. It's $200. It did take me a few hours to set up because you do have to like drill a hole into one of your drainage things. And if you're not a handyman, it can be a little bit difficult. But I'm not a handyman, and I figured it out. So I'll link that down below so you guys can have that. And I'll go over actually show you right now. Got my beautiful fiance in the kitchen just cooking up. Go ahead and record. All right, guys. So I'm going to take you guys over to the kitchen and show you my reverse osmosis filter setup. And again, this only took me a few hours. It's really not that bad. Excuse the mess. My beautiful fiance Diana here is in the kitchen cooking, so we're just saucing up a little dinner here. But I'm going to show you guys our setup. Okay, so this now, if we have an apartment, don't mind our mess, our sink. I know. Okay, if we had a hole, we're supposed to have like a hole here. If this was our house, we would drill a hole like here and put this. But basically, this is where all of our drinking water, so we don't drink that. That's toxic. We drink from this right here, and go. No, it's okay, whatever. I don't care. And we just literally take this and boom, it turns on like that, and that's reverse osmosis water. And we'll open this up down here and show you guys our setup here. Okay, so these are extra filters that I just bought on Amazon. Right here, okay? But this is our 3 or 2 gallon storage tank. This is filled with water. And the water, you can tell, it actually comes from over, where does the water come from? It comes in, I believe, through this yellow tube. No, the red tube. Okay, so it comes through that red tube, and then it gets pumped through each one of these 3 stages. You can see there's like carbon, and then there's 3-stage filters, and then then it adds some minerals in it. This actually injects some minerals in it, and then it comes up through here. This is a drain. This gets drained out somewhere. You can tell it drains out through here. Yeah, this black thing, it drains out, and then it comes right through here. Okay. So this is a really great option. Let me turn this back around. This is a really great option, guys. I strongly recommend it because just how easy it is to, you don't have to go to the store and get, literally since college for the past 5 years, I was running to the store and getting jugs filled. I'll show you guys my jugs. I have, in my garage here, I have all these jugs of water. This is like 5 times 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 gallons of water here. I used to go to the store and have to fill these up every day. Or excuse me, like once or twice a week. Once every 2 weeks usually. And it was the biggest pain in the ass. Now, we just go in there and we have fresh water at our disposal. Let me just put this back on here. Okay? Which is freaking awesome, and I love it. Okay? So I strongly recommend you guys do that. We're going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so the berkey is one of the best. Then reverse osmosis. Now, reverse osmosis breaks down into 2 parts. Okay, you can get the under sink. like I have. This is $200 on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. And then, or the other option is you guys can get Primo water at your grocery store. Primo water at grocery store. Walmart, almost all Walmarts have this. This is reverse osmosis. Okay, this is reverse osmosis. The last, and I've heard this is the best. I do not have, I haven't studied this like deeply enough to give you guys like the research facts. I've heard, and I'm just going to put this out there because from trusted sources, that hydrogen water is even better. Okay, and I think you can get a really expensive system called a Kanga system. And again, do your own research on this, guys, because I'm confident enough to share it in this video, but I also don't know enough about this. For me, getting the heavy metals out is the most important thing. So that's what I use this, because I know that RO does that. Hydrogen, I've heard, is even better than reverse osmosis. I don't know enough about it though, and I've heard that the Kanga, they're expensive. I think they're several $1,000s, but I've heard that they're really, really, really good. And then, shout out Gary Brecka. Go check out some of his videos. I think he even does another step. He either hydrogenates it or he hydrolyzes. I don't know the exact word, but he has a straw that can even do another step. And again, this video is not about that. This video is purely about the fact that you guys need to get these heavy metals out of your drinking water. And I'm so passionate about that. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. More information about where to get the different stuff is going to be in the description. If you haven't already, comment, like the video. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time.